Hi everybody, we are the Dovetail Trio recording here at Wiltshire Music Centre for this Celebrating Age Wiltshire concert. It's great to be here. We're going to start off with a song called Bold Champions, and it's actually one that was collected quite locally to here, just down the road in Shrivenham. And if you fancy joining in, it's got a lovely easy It's got a lovely easy chorus, which goes, "'Twas young Taylor, hurrah, 'twas young Taylor, hurrah, Bold Robinson forever, and young Taylor, hurrah." And it's about a fight over some gold.
3, 4.
Come all you young men that delight in any game, come and listen to these few lines, to you I will explain. It's of two champions bold, fought for a sum of gold, and it was near London town, as I've been told. 'Twas young Taylor,
Hurrah!
'Twas young Taylor,
Hurrah!
Bold Robinson forever, and young Taylor,
Hurrah!
'Twas young Taylor, hurrah, 'twas young Taylor, hurrah, Bold Robinson forever, and young Taylor, hurrah. Then up spoke Bold Robinson, "The game it is my own, I can find his heart does tremble at my every blow. Come all you understanding men, I'll have you for to know that I will be the champion wherever I do go. 'Twas young Taylor,
Hurrah!
'Twas young Taylor,
Hurrah!
Bold Robinson forever, and young Taylor,
Hurrah! 'Twas young Taylor, hurrah! 'Twas young Taylor, hurrah! Bold Robinson forever, and young Taylor, hurrah!
Then up spoke young Taylor, "I am just in my bloom, I am willing for to fight thee from morning until noon." Young Taylor he then sprang and gave Bold Robinson a blow, saying, "I will be the champion wherever I do go." 'Twas young Taylor,
Hurrah!
'Twas young Taylor,
Hurrah!
Bold Robinson forever, and young Taylor,
Hurrah! 'Twas young Taylor, hurrah! 'Twas young Taylor, hurrah! Bold Robinson forever, and young Taylor, hurrah!
At the end of 6 rounds, these champions did meet, with their bodies sorely wounded and their hearts so full of grief. Bold Robinson he fell without a sigh or moan, and from that moment when he fell, the battle it was won. 'Twas young Taylor,
Hurrah!
'Twas young Taylor,
Hurrah!
Bold Robinson forever, and young Taylor,
Hurrah! 'Twas young Taylor, hurrah! 'Twas young Taylor, hurrah! Bold Robinson forever, and young Taylor, hurrah!
Thank you very much. It is absolutely lovely to be playing this concert for you today. I hope you're all tapping your feet along at home. We're going to carry on with a song that we expect you may well already know. So if you would like to join in and sing with us on the Skyboat song, then that would be great. I'll tell you the words in the chorus. I bet you already know. But it goes, "Speed, bonny boat, like a bird on the wing, Onward the sailors cry, carry the lad that's born to be king over the sea to sky. Getting there, Jamie?
I think we're there.
Lovely. This is the Skyboat Song.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Speed, bonny boat, like a bird on the wing, on with the sailors cry. Carry the lad that's born to be king, over the sea to sky. Loud the winds howl, loud the waves roar, thunderclaps rend the air. Baffled our foes stand on the shore, follow they will not dare. Speed, bonny boat, like a bird on the wing, on with the sailors cry. Carry the lad that's born to be king, over the sea to sky. Many's the lad fought on that day, well the claymore could yield. When the night came, silently lay dead on Culloden's field. Sweet bonny boat, like a bird on the wing, on with the sailors cry. Carry the lad that's born to be king, over the sea to sky. Though the waves leap, soft shall you sleep, ocean's royal bed. Rocked in the deep, Flora will keep watch o'er your weary head. Speed, bonny boat, like a bird on the wing, on with the sailors cry. Carry the lad that's born to be king, over the sea to sky. Sweet bonny boat, like a bird on the wing, on with the sailors cry. Carry the lad that's born to be king, over the sea to sky. Over the sea to sky. I realised, really, we should introduce ourselves so you know who we are. I'm Rosie, and mostly I'll be singing today, but I might play a bit of fiddle.
And my name's Jamie, and I play the guitar.
My name's Matt, and I play the concertina with microphones that are falling off.
Which might be...
They don't normally fall off.
It's a bit more of an unusual instrument, isn't it? Concertina, but
is,
features
yes.
a lot in folk music.
Yeah, it's a
which is what we
relative
play.
of the accordion family, and there's lots of buttons, and if you press them in the right combination, the right order, they make noises that don't make you want to throw things at me.
I want to throw things at you.
Well, you do
Most of
anyway.
the time.
You do most anyway, regardless of whether I'm playing the concertina or not. Anyway,
What we're going to do next?
I'm driving you home today, Jamie, so you can't...
We're going to do 3-part harmony song, aren't we?
Yeah, we're going to do something without the safety net of musical instruments. And we're going to use our own natural musical instruments, our voices, in some unaccompanied 3-part harmony singing. This is a folk song, traditional folk song from Kent, down on the south coast of England, and from a family of singers called the Millen family. And they had lots of songs in their repertoire that them and their ancestors were singing together. And this one's really easy, so you can join in. It's got one line in each verse that repeats a few times, which theoretically made it easy to learn as well, but we'll see how that goes. This is called On Yonder Old Oak. On yonder old oak there sits an old crow, around him sweet violets do grow. On yonder old oak there sits an old crow, around him sweet violets do grow. On yonder old oak there sits an old crow, around him sweet violets do grow. Around him sweet violets do grow. Down yonder green lane there lives a sweet maid. It would charm you to hear how she sings. Down yonder green lane there lives a sweet maid. It would charm you to hear how she sings. Down yonder green lane there lives a sweet maid. It would charm you to hear how she sings. It would charm you to hear how she sings. Come, come, my pretty maid, and be not afraid. I mean you no mischief, I vow. Come, come, my pretty maid, and be not afraid. I mean you no mischief, I vow. Come, come, my pretty maid, and be not afraid. I mean you no mischief, I vow. I mean you no mischief, I vow. I vow and protest I never will be kissed by no such a fellow as you. I vow and protest I never will be kissed by no such a fellow as you. I vow and protest I never will be kissed by no such a fellow as you. By no such a fellow as you. Bright Phoebe, she shines right over our heads, while little King Cupid keeps crying. Bright Phoebe, she shines right over our heads, while little King Cupid keeps crying. Bright Phoebe, she shines right over our heads, while little King Cupid, he cries. While little King Cupid, he cries.
little King Cupid, he cries.
There we go. Thank you.
That song has one of my favourite lines in a folk song, where the young man, he's obviously trying to woo this young woman, and then she returns back and says, "I vow and protest I never will be kissed by no such a fellow as you."
Story of my life, that one really is.
Okay, so for the next one, having just done one without any instruments, we're now going to do one using just instruments. So we're going to do an instrumental. And this is going to be some traditional English country dance tunes. And quite often you hear of traditional music and people often think of Irish and Scottish, sort of Celtic-y music. But there's a real wealth of traditional English music. And so we're going to play you two English tunes. The first one is a jig called 7 Stars. And the second one is a polka called 3 Around 3. So these ones are good for tapping your feet to or clapping along, that sort of thing.
2, 3, 4.
Thank you.
What have we got next? Oh, lovely. We're going to sing you another song that is quite local to the area. There was a chap called Alfred Williams who about 100 years ago went around collecting lots of folk songs from the area that he called the Upper Thames. And he lived in South Marston. And he went around on his bicycle, going to different villages and collecting songs before they were lost. And this one is quite interesting because he said that it was really popular and it was in loads of collections. But in fact, it seems really quite hard to find any versions of it. And it's essentially a song celebrating our national tree, the oak tree, and its longevity, the fact that some oak trees are hundreds and hundreds of years old. So, yes, this is the Oak Tree Carol.
Three, four.
Here's a song for the oak, the brave old oak that hath ruled in the greenwood long. Here's a health and renown for his long broad crown and his 50 arms so strong. There's fear in his frown when the sun goes down and the fire from the west fades out. And he showeth his might on a wild midnight when storms through his branches shout. So here's to the oak, the brave old oak, who stands in his pride alone. And still flourish he, a hale green tree, when 100 years are gone. He saw the red times when the Christmas chimes were a merry, merry sound to hear. From the squire's white hall to the cottage small, they were filled with good English cheer. Now God hath its sway, we all obey, and a ruthless king is he. But he never shall send our ancient friend to be tossed on the stormy sea. So here's to the oak, the brave old oak, who stands in his pride alone. And still flourish he, a hale green tree, when 200 years are gone. In the days of old, when the spring with gold was lightening his branches grey, through the grass at his feet skipped maidens sweet to gather the dews of May. Then all that day to the rebeck gay they frolicked with lovesome swains. They are gone, they are dead in the churchyard lane, but the tree it still remains. So here's to the oak, the brave old oak, who stands in his pride alone. And still flourish he, a hale green tree, when 300 years are gone. So here's to the oak, the brave old oak, who stands in his pride alone. And still flourish he, a hale green tree, many 100 years are gone.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, everyone's changing now, aren't they? Oh, apart from that. So we're going to sing you one of my songs, a song that I wrote. And I grew up not very far away from here in a little village called Minety. and I went to secondary school in Malmesbury. And while I was there, I heard various different stories of Malmesbury, and one of them was about Elmer. And Elmer was a monk from around 1010, and he made the first ever recorded flight. It was written about by William of Malmesbury. And apparently Elmer had watched all the birds in the abbey grounds, and he'd seen Halley's Comet. He actually saw it twice in his life, which is quite unusual. And he decided that flight was possible, of course. And so he built himself wings, and he climbed to the top of Malmesbury Abbey, and he jumped off with his flying outfit. And he soared down the high street for a furlong, which is about 220 metres? Yards. I've forgotten. Wrong way around. Metres.
That's what you said earlier.
That's what I said earlier. So I'm going to... Do write in if I'm wrong. But about 2 football pitches in length. This is quite impressive, I think. However, he was caught by a gust of wind, crash-landed and broke both of his legs. He did survive, amazingly, and he was undeterred from his mission to fly, and he decided that the problem with his flying outfit was just that he didn't have a tail. And if he'd had a tail, it would have all been fine. So he started redesigning his wings. But at that point, the abbot found out what he was doing and banned him from making any more flights. So I wrote this song.
I just imagine him going to the next town and changing his name and trying from the next abbot.
Going and finding another abbey
After
to
a while,
jump
someone's
off.
going, I recognise that monk from somewhere. That moustache looks a bit fake.
Oh dear. Anyway, so I wrote this song for Elmer called A Furlong of Flight. And there is a chorus, but it changes every time. So, but if you want to join in with 1,000 years ago, then that comes at the end of the choruses. Ready?
Yep.
I have searched the heavens, scoured the skies. They call to me, I long to go. I have seen my fate beyond this realm, bathed in Halley's glow. It's long since I saw this source of tears. For years I wondered where you go. 2 times set my gaze to worlds unknown by the light of Halley's glow. But the jackdaws beckon, join our chorus, hands to wings fly among your own. And so I wrapped my arms in air 1,000 years ago. In the swirling air I found my cause. The breeze between my fingers flowed. A furlong from God's tower to the ground by the light of Halley's glow. The wind inspired my fall from grace. Too soon my wings they brought me low. Now altered always from my bid to live in Halley's glow. But the jackdaws mock me, join our chorus, hands to wings fly among your own. destined only on our feet to witness Halley's glow. There is no flying from my fate, the die is cast, the answer no. My wings are clipped and I am bound by the light of Halley's glow. But the jackdaws beckon, join our chorus, hands to wings fly among your own. And so I'll wrap my arms in air when I am called to go. We're going to do something a little bit more upbeat after that. This is a song called All the Little Chickens in the Garden. And it's another one. This one was collected here in Wiltshire. And it's a song about a young man asking a farmer for his daughter's hand in marriage, and the farmer saying everything that he'll leave to the two of them, including all the little chickens in the garden. So you could join in with this, actually. Shall I try and tell you what the chorus is? So it goes, treat my daughter kindly and say you'll do no harm, and when I die I'll will you both my little stock and farm, my horse, my cow, my sheep, my plough, my ox, my house and barn, and all the little chickens in the garden. Got it?
Yes, I imagine you can do that perfectly now after that rendition.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll pick it up. The chorus comes around a few times, so give some of it a go.
1, 2, 3.
I once did know a farmer, a true and faithful soul. He used to work down on a farm down by his country home. He had an only daughter, and to win her I did try. And when I asked him for her hand, the old man did reply, treat me daughter kindly and say you'll do no harm, and when I die I'll will you both me little stock and farm, me horse, me cow, me sheep, me plough, me ox, me house and barn, and all the little chickens in the garden. I love this young girl dearly and know that she loves me, and every night I go around her smiling face to see. I watch her milk the old brown cow and see it does no harm, and many a glass of milk I drink before I leave the farm. Treat me daughter kindly and say you'll do no harm, and when I die I'll will you both me little stock and farm, me horse, me cow, me sheep, me plough, me ox, me house and barn, and all the little chickens in the garden. The old man has consented, and married we will be, and own a little house ourselves and live in harmony. I'm sure to keep the promise the old man asked of me. I'll treat her right, his only child, I'll treat her kindly. Treat me daughter kindly and say you'll do no harm, and when I die I'll will you both me little stock and farm, me horse, me cow, me sheep, me plough, me ox, me house and barn, and all the little chickens in the garden. Treat me daughter kindly and say you'll do no harm, and when I die I'll will you both me little stock and farm, me horse, me cow, me sheep, me plough, me ox, me house and barn, and all the little chickens in the garden, and all the little chickens in the garden. Fantastic, Jamie, I think you got all of those right. Very good.
I did for the first time. Well done me.
Well done you indeed.
We thought we'd do another song that we think that you might know. I'm going to do The Wild Mountain Time, a really, really beautiful old folk song. And the chorus goes, "And we'll all go together to pick wild mountain thyme, all among the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go?" Actually, there's a "will you go, lassie, go" at the beginning of the chorus as well, isn't there? "Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pick wild mountain thyme, all among the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go?" I think we're doing this in 3-part harmony, aren't we?
Yes.
Oh, the summertime is coming, and the trees are sweetly blooming, and the wild mountain thyme grows around the blooming heather. Will ye go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pull wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will ye go, lassie, go? I will build my love a bower near yon pure crystal fountain, and on it I will pile all the flowers of the mountain. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pull wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? If my true love he were gone, I would surely find another where the wild mountain thyme grows around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pull wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will ye go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pull wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? The wild mountain thyme. I'm afraid we've managed to get to the end of our concert. Feels like it's gone incredibly quickly. But thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you to Celebrating Age Wiltshire for putting these concerts together. And one more thank you to everybody here at Wiltshire Music Centre for the fabulous sounds and the lighting and getting my best side on camera. Thank you so much. Matt, you going to tell us about the last song?
Oh, since you asked.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, we'll just do this last one then. This is, how best to describe this? It's just a bit of nonsense, really. Learned from a singing of a Gloucestershire group, it's not too far away, a Gloucestershire singing group called the Songweiners, who were around on the sort of the folk music circuit back in the 1970s and 1980s, I believe. And yeah, I've nothing really to say about this. It kind of speaks for itself in its levels of idiocy and likewise. There's an easy bit to join in with, and a hard bit, and we don't have a choice about which bit, but you can give either a go if you want.
Can I teach the chorus? Yeah, fab.
You want? Some water going down the wrong way. If there is a wrong way for water to go down.
There is.
It did.
Going up.
It did, yes. Going down the wrong way, we'll be going up. Yeah. So the easy chorus, which comes round 3 zillion times, goes, "It is my lady's holiday, so let the lass be merry. It is my lady's holiday, so let the lass be merry." Very nice, you two. 24 fiddlers all over, oh. 24 fiddlers all over, oh. Fiddle, fiddle, faddle, semi-demi quavers down below. It is my lady's holiday, so let the lass be merry. It is my lady's holiday, so let the lass be merry. 24 tinkers all over, oh. 24 tinkers all over, oh. Ooh, rub-a-dub, hey, rub-a-dub, fiddle, fiddle, faddle, semi-demi quavers down below. It is my lady's holiday, so let the lass be merry. It is my lady's holiday, so let the lass be merry. 24 huntsmen all over, oh. 24 huntsmen all over, oh. Tantarero, tantarero, ooh, rub-a-dub, hey, rub-a-dub, fiddle, fiddle, faddle, semi-demi quavers down below. It is my lady's holiday, so let the lass be merry. It is my lady's holiday, so let the lass be merry. 24 cobblers all over, oh. 24 cobblers all over, oh. Cobbler, cobbler, stabble, tantarero, tantarero, ooh, rub-a-dub, hey, rub-a-dub, fiddle, fiddle, faddle, semi-demi quavers down below. It is my lady's holiday, so let the lass be merry. It is my lady's holiday, so let the lass be merry. 24 tailors all over, oh. 24 tailors all over, oh. One caught a louse, t'other let him loose, t'other cried cut him down with a goose. Cobbler, cobbler, stabble, tantarero, tantarero, ooh, rub-a-dub, hey, rub-a-dub, fiddle, fiddle, faddle, semi-demi quavers down below. It is my lady's holiday, so let the lass be merry. It is my lady's holiday, so let the lass be merry. You'll never guess this next one. 24 fencing masters all over, oh. 24 fencing masters all over, oh. Push dirt, cut across, one caught a louse, t'other let him loose, t'other cried, cut him down with a goose. Cobbler, cobbler, stabble, tantarero, tantarero, ooh, rub-a-dub, hey, rub-a-dub, fiddle, fiddle, faddle, semi-demi quavers down below. It is my lady's holiday, so let the lass be merry. It is my lady's holiday, so let the lass be merry. 24 priests all over, oh. 24 priests all over, oh. 2 ruffles to every shirt, push dirt, cut across, one caught a louse, t'other let him loose, t'other cried, cut him down with a goose. Cobbler, cobbler, stabble, tantarero, tantarero, ooh, rub-a-dub, hey, rub-a-dub, fiddle, fiddle, faddle, semi-demi quavers down below. It is my lady's holiday, so let the lass be merry. It is my lady's holiday, so let the lass be merry. 24 barbers all over, oh.
24 barbers all over, oh. Devilish hard times, 2 shaves, 1 penny, 2 ruffles to every shirt, push dirt, cut across, 1 cut a louse, t'other let him loose, t'other cry, cut him down with a goose. Cobbler, cobbler, sabble, tantarero, tantarero, ooh, rub-a-dub, hey, rub-a-dub, fiddle, fiddle, faddle, semi-demi, quavers, down below. It is my lady's holiday, so let the lass be merry. It is my lady's holiday, so let the lass be merry.
I think we'll do the shorter version of this song this time, so we'll do one more verse. 24 apostles all over, oh.
24 apostles all over, oh. Abraham begat Isaac. Isaac begat Jacob. Jacob begat the 12 tribes of Israel. Devilish hard times, 2 shaves, 1 penny, 2 ruffles to every shirt, push dirt, cut across, 1 cut a louse, t'other let him loose, t'other cry, cut him down with a goose. Cobbler, cobbler, stable, tantarero, tantarero, ooh, rub-a-dub, hey, rub-a-dub, fiddle, fiddle, faddle, semi-demi, quavers, down below. It is my lady's holiday, so let the lass be merry. It is my lady's holiday, so let the lass be merry.
Thank you very much for watching.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. We are the Dovetail Trio.